Peru faces one particular problem which involves the improper disposal of clothing and illicit trade in garments. There are 17 cachinas scattered across the capital, which are clandestine places where individuals group and peddle stolen goods, items tainted with histories of violence and illegally imported clothing from foreign lands. These markets not only foster criminal activities, but also witness a rampant trade in garments, with some being sold for less than $1.5. For this issue, Hilando appears as a digital platform that groups key clothing agents to fight the black market in Peru, promoting legal and crime-free transactions.
Hilando's business mantra is fostering circular economy, connecting impact organizations and second-hand sellers with buyers through an inclusive platform. We asked 3 of our stakeholders what was their opinion about our mantra. In general, they support our idea and thought that it will increase their visibility and impact, and as well, it will be a useful tool for entering that digital market. Let's talk about Hilando's supply chain. We have 3 different inputs that are natural person, second-hand stores, and NGOs that are specialized in humanitarian help. Our innovation comes from integrating the NGOs into that digital market. As well, we provide an inclusive and accessible platform for everyone. We create value within our supply chain by increasing visibility of NGOs, improving selling conditions, providing a platform capable of being used by excluded market segments, having eco-friendly practices, driving mindset change about second-hand consumption, and most importantly, increasing traceability, fighting crime, and the black market. All these key activities are aligned to 5 UN goals. UN goal number 12, responsible consumption and production. UN goal number 17, partnerships for the goals. UN goal number 8, decent work and economic growth. And UN goal number 11, sustainable cities and communities.
Let's talk about Hilando's social impact. The first social impact is attending to a systemic societal issue by enhancing the circular economy, which, according to REYEP's 2022 and the World Bank's report, has resurged after the pandemic. The UN mentions the daily amount of municipal solid waste in Latin America and the Caribbean reaches nearly 5,400,000 tons, thus making up 74 times Montreal's 431 square kilometers, which is a lot. Clothing businesses do participate in this huge negative impact, mainly generated by the fast fashion industry, where 30% of the usage of synthetic microfibers ends in the sea, and 20% of the world's wastewater comes from dyeing and treating textiles. However, Hilando tackles the consumption of these main harmful actors in the industry's environmental consequences and also strives to change businesses and consumers' mindset concerning the consumption patterns of the linear model. Secondly, Hilando aims to shift the reusing resistance in Latin America's systematic mentality. Reusing is often seen as unworthy and undignified. For a long time, Peruvians have shown reluctance towards purchasing second-hand clothing. This hesitation stems from our austere mindset and resistance to major shifts in perspective. Yet, the second-hand clothing market has been experiencing an annual growth rate of approximately 15% to 60%. As a solution through our platform, people can benefit from reducing their resistance to leaving their clothes behind and buying second-hand garments.
Lastly, Hilando's focus on commercialization can support 2 types of agents. First, the social impact organizations, whose primary cause of failure is the lack of funds. Nevertheless, we must differentiate the 2 types of social organizations. First, the social enterprises that sell clothes, and humanitarian institutions that only work with donations, and given their social purpose, no commission will be applied in the sales process. In any case, we will both give them exposure and a new source of income. Secondly, Hilando will also strengthen the ongoing second-hand clothing business of store managers not connected to today's digital environment and work under informal conditions such as in the cachinas. As a consequence, we are a scale-up channel for these 2 agents, whom we like to call merchants. For this social issue, agents of change have tried to solve some of the many branches that this issue creates. Here's a benchmark between second-hand stores that includes criteria about the performance and impact of these brands along with different goals, where overall we can see that these agents are not fully solving the problem. The issue expands even to all Latin America, where we have not seen a settled intermediary platform for the clothing business. Now, through Hilando, we empower merchants, consumers, and donors who serve as essential catalysts for change, capable of elevating the cultural mindset to a new dimension. This is how social engineers work. Hilando is vision-oriented to make long-term impact along with strategic planning and, most importantly, resilience, since our culture constantly evolves. As a result, Hilando's social impact is based on these first, second, and third elemental points, along with the respective KPIs that together are this video's foundation.
For scalability, we have researched how other e-commerce of second-hand clothing have grown over the years. Based on that, we have made an actionable plan with committed resources, partners, and costs. First, the roots, our current term. It involves building a scalable business plan, developing and launching our MVP, creating a brand, and overall using our internal resources to grow organically. Then the STEM, that it's in the next 2 years we'll be marketing our product with building customers' trust in our technology, penetrating our local market, and in summary, building a modern infrastructure. In the future, with Alifs, that is in the next 5 years, we'll be going into other Latin American regions, preparing our business for a series of investments, and also looking to penetrate and grow in new
At
markets.
Hilando, we are dedicated to maximizing our social impact through strategic partnerships. That's why we will collaborate with governmental institutions like PMP and INDECOPI. With PMP, we will provide them information about suspicious patterns of users, and with INDECOPI, we will authenticate clothing brands and NGOs. Additionally, we will partner with special social or humanitarian organizations to raise awareness and facilitate donations, especially in Peru's most vulnerable areas.
Hilando's financial forecast hints on this operation, predicting around 400 monthly transactions and an average ticket price of $11. This estimate grounded in a study indicating that 55% of 2,000 Peruvians are willing to purchase used clothing, supported by the attendance of approximately 700 people at the used clothing fairs. In the initial year, Hilando estimates handling 400 monthly transactions with a growth rate likely to align with Peruvian second-hand markets and an expansion of 55 to 30% as local studies and universities support.
Here are Hilando's graphs. As you can see, we have estimated our costs and revenues. First, costs are segmented into 4 different ways, which are indispensable for the app functioning. On the other hand, our projected sales per year are based on a previously mentioned growth rate and figures about the second-hand market. And finally, with an average 13% commission per sale, we were able to show our projected revenue. The average ticket sale is based on real data from second-hand stores, such as the Goods Vintage, Second Chance, and Close It In. Then, the inflation rate, estimated by the Reserve Bank of Peru, will tend to grow 5.58% per year, which will eventually affect both Hilando expenses and average ticket. Finally, with the help of these graphs, it can be seen that Hilando will only achieve a net profit starting from the second year of operation, as a project like this requires a significant initial investment in this startup phase.
Our well-rounded team comprises 3 key areas. Our PR team are experts in brand promotion, giving them a unique perspective. Our strategy team, they are responsible for the workflow management, ensuring we stay socially conscious. Our IT team has proven track record of developing tech projects, enhancing user experience and security. Finally, our team leader equipped with decision-making skills and problem-solving abilities. Furthermore, we make data-driven decisions to optimize our operations. We track key metrics like customer retention, satisfaction, and carbon footprint reduction, ensuring we stay on course.
And now here are some insights from our key stakeholders that we obtained after meeting them. Universidad Pacifico told us that if Hilando will champion the circular economy, it must exhibit meticulous precision, and the tools employed should empower customers to embrace this perspective on the world of consumerism. Justina Red, a consultant of circular economy, told us that Hilando has to nurture collective advancement within society to achieve this holistic goal. The meeting with the MINAM Minister, Jennifer Contreras, underscored our need to align our operations with Peru's environmental policies and regulations. Collaborating with the local organization was emphasized, reflecting Hilando's in the context of Peruvian politics. Red Cross Peru, which does not sell donated clothing, stated that Hilando has to assume a holistic posture for institutions and NGOs that follow no-selling practices, providing them a unique dimension for visibility in order to enhance donations. Within all the feedback we reunited, we have built this graph concerning all the dimensions that our partners have indicated Hilando could modify or improve some matter. After retaining this feedback, we adjusted Hilando's business model to ensure our stakeholders an ethic, sustainable, and responsible way of promoting the circular economy through our platform.
Risk number 1. Technology's barrier prevents the use of Hilando. Peru holds the 3rd position in South America for the lowest internet usage penetration. As an online platform, we are going to face this problem. Our solution is based on 3 cores: simplified user interface, educational outreach, and customer support. Risk number 2. Quality control. The risk lies in not presenting products properly. To mitigate this risk, Hilando has created instructional videos that you can see right now on the screen.
Our exit plan will consist of 5 key things. First, we will define our ideal situation, where the buyers will already share our passion for dignifying the second-hand clothing industry to continue our legacy. Then we will make a contingency plan. We will also build a due diligence for a business appraisal to know Hilando's worth. Then we will have clear strategies like succession planning or management buyouts to maintain the business consistency during the transition. The last 2 key parts will be to keep open communication with our employees and stakeholders so the transition will be clear and expected. And the last of all will be to document everything. Keep track of our process. 3 exit plans. The first, the mergers, we will share resources. The second one will be acquisition, where another company will acquire us and we will decide if we have control or not. And the other one, liquidation, where we will be shutting down the businesses. And this is how we have planned our exit strategy.
Hilando started with 3 initial business lines, making it challenging to define Hilando's core purpose. After meeting our stakeholders, we realized that the separation between its branches was too complicated. Hilando had to reinvent itself and transform into what it proposes today, which is a company with one core goal: promoting the sale of used clothes. Today, Hilando's proposition is stronger than yesterday, and we believe in the immense potential of this business model. Combined with our skills and the tremendous support of this community, it ensures a new clothing consumption model on the continent.